Welcome back to the MLG Hot Pockets pregame show. I'm Chris Bucket, and I just completely botched an interview with my two bosses. That was amazing. But now I'm joined by two of my favorite people in the world, Scott Lacier, D-Mac. Guys, how you feeling tonight?
I'm ecstatic, Chris. I mean, it's the 50th event. How can we not be?
You know, we're here in Raleigh. We're going to be talking about the Raleigh bracket. But before we get to that, D-Mac, I know you've been putting something together very special. A look back at Columbus.
It is our 50th event, but it's been 3 months since our 49th. So I just took the time. I just want to get all y'all accustomed to what happened in Columbus. Everybody caught up.
Here it is, y'all. Check out the video.
As the championship bracket started, Instinct looked like they had not lost a beat between events as they easily advanced to the winners bracket finals and matched up against Final Boss. After a tough battle against Final Boss, Instinct edged them out and won the series, to no surprise. However, in many ways, Columbus was upset city. We saw Triggers Down, Straight Rippin', and Classic all placed poorly due to losses to lower seeded teams. But we did see some consistency elsewhere. Status Quo stepped up and took their Friday night kickoff match against Heaven and Earth. After losing to Instinct in the very next round, they battled through juggernaut teams like Straight Rippin', Classic, and Carbon, but ran out of gas when they played Believe the Hype. After knocking out Status Quo, Believe the Hype advanced to play Final Boss in the losers bracket finals. But it wasn't that much of a match as FB steamrolled through and won the series in an easy 3-0 sweep. Believe the Hype exited the tournament with a third place finish. That set up the finals as a rematch between Final Boss and Instinct. Early in the series, we saw Fear itself lead his team to a few key wins, but just as we began to see signs of a potential upset, Instinct showed their dominance on Pit Team Slayer, which led them to a second consecutive tournament victory. As the only team to have won an event in 2010, Instinct is the team to beat at Raleigh.
All right, so Instinct, the team to beat in Raleigh. Scott, what do you think? These guys, only the second team to win back-to-back events in Halo 3.
You know, Chris, they are the real deal, and I'll tell you why. The main thing is after you win your first event, you normally get lazy, but this team has not. This team has stayed dedicated. They've gone to every lane they can, and they still love playing with each other, and that is a key factor. You can't stress enough how important it is to be good friends with your teammates.
And they have stayed together, and they really have put in the work. But another team that has done the same thing is Final Boss. And Final Boss has made steady improvement all season long, even through the lands and through their tournament play. Final Boss is the team to look out for this event.
All right, guys. Well, Final Boss, Instinct staying together with their squads. However, a number of other teams, almost 14, I think, out of the 16, 13 out of the other top 16 teams have made roster changes. And we got to get our community familiar with the new lineups. We're going to do that right after a quick commercial break. And we're going to start off with the 14 seed. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about a 14 seed on the pregame show. It's crazy. We'll be right back.